Hi, this is Henry Edwards again, here to report on how I'm doing. Day 4 of my 21-day I Quit Complaining challenge, inspired by Christine Lewicki, whose book I Quit Complaining has sold 300,000 copies in France and is coming out this month in the States. So how did I do today? I thought I did well, but my students in my honors economics class did not. They thought I was complaining. Teachers tend to have a lot of shtick, a lot of routines they do. One of mine is when the class gets a little rowdy, a little loud, I'll say, "You pesky kids," in a way that kind of a Scooby-Doo villain would. I think it's hilarious and they kind of roll their eyes. But they thought that was complaining. Now, I thought I was being playful and using a little classroom management, but I will give them the benefit of the doubt. And I did, so I moved my bracelet from my right to my left. And it's given me a little bit of time to reflect on what I can do better, especially now that I'm back at square one. So 2 days ago, I talked about Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that asks people to go through life more philosophically with more balance and equanimity, knowing that both the good and the bad come often not due to anything we do, and that we must kind of have a philosophical stance, a detachment from outcomes. And then yesterday I talked about Robin Kowalski's psychology work, and I talked about her definition of complaining, and a couple of elements in her definition were venting, which is just kind of an externalization of emotion, usually negative emotion, and it can be, this complaining can be negative, it can put other people off. So what I encourage people to do is act or ask instead. So let's say you're complaining about how cold it is in a room. What you can do is put on a sweater or turn up the thermostat, or ask someone if they could turn up the thermostat, right? Ask or act. And then another aspect of complaining that Kowalski talked about is intrapsychic, so in my head, in my consciousness, or interpersonal goals. And similar to asking and acting, I can ask and act if I have certain goals as opposed to complaining. So so that's what we've talked about some, and what I want to talk about today are what I think I should do going forward. So I came up with an acronym, PAG, PAG. It stands for patience, acceptance, and gratitude. So patience, I think, is self-explanatory. I go through the world, and I think most people do, kind of often implicitly expecting other people to kind of move at our speed, right? Like drivers, I wanted them to move faster. I want them to move out of this lane, etc. That's unreasonable, and yet after more than 30 years of driving, I still expect people to kind of read my mind and do what I want. So I need more patience. Related to that is acceptance. I need to accept the fact that the world operates on its own schedule in its own way, and I have only limited control. And then finally, gratitude. I'm conscious right now. I'm talking to a camera. I'm hoping other people will see this and be inspired by it. I want to support my friend Christine Lewicki, and I want the world to be a better place. I mean, this is consciousness. That's a miracle. So I have family. I'm alive. I can enjoy things. Yes, there's pain. Yes, there's tragedy. But there's so much that everything that's good is a bonus in a way. It's miraculous. I could be an ant. I could be a rock. I'm a human. I get to experience this. So that's what I got today, PAG. I hope it helps you, and I hope it helps me, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. So in the meantime, be well, and don't forget to see and savor what's going right in the world. I'll see you tomorrow.